Okay, so we've all been in those project update meetings. Some are awesome, some are, well, a total time suck, right? But whether we love them or hate them, they're kind of essential. This deep dive, we're looking at a podcast script, all about how to make those updates actually work.
It's interesting, the script doesn't just jump into the how-to, it digs into the why,
Well,
Clarity, collaboration, progress, tracking, those are the foundations.
yeah, so it's not just about checking boxes then, making sure everyone's on the same page. Actually, one of the 5 key elements in this script is challenges. And this makes me think of this website project I did. I was so passionate about it, poured my heart into the design, the coding. But come update time with my friends who were helping with content, I kind of got lost in all the cool features, totally glossed over this massive technical issue I was facing.
Oh, I can see where this is going.
Yeah, well, let's just say the website crashed during the demo. My friends were a little surprised, definitely a lesson in how not to frame challenges.
So how do we turn those potential disasters into productive conversations? How do we go from, Houston, we have a problem, to team, we've got a puzzle to solve?
That's where I think your expertise comes in. The script doesn't really go deep on that, but I know you've got insights. How can we present challenges in a way that empowers the team, not brings everyone down?
It's all about the framing, you see. Imagine presenting a puzzle to the team. Not dumping problems, but a puzzle to solve together. So you acknowledge the challenge, absolutely, but follow it up instantly with potential solutions or approaches you've already explored.
So instead of, hey, the website crashed, I'm lost, it's more like we hit a glitch during testing. But I've already started looking at these 3 possible causes. What are your thoughts?
Exactly. You shift the energy from individual failure to collaborative problem solving. And this is where that psychological safety the script talks about comes in.
Hold on, what exactly does psychological safety mean here?
It's creating an environment where everyone feels safe sharing ideas, concerns, without fear of judgment. When we frame challenges openly, it reinforces that it's okay to be vulnerable, not have all the answers, to ask for help.
So acknowledging obstacles is a strength, not a weakness.
Absolutely. Transparency, building trust. It opens the door for brainstorming solutions as a team, not one person shouldering the burden.
I see how that ties back to the clarity, the collaboration, the script highlights. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But the script also goes into some common pitfalls in these meetings, right? Information overload, disengagement, unclear communication.
And these are the things we can easily trip up on, even with the best intentions.
Yeah.
Too much information, especially irrelevant stuff, leads to that tuning out effect, like that scene in A Christmas Story. Ralphie's teacher droning on about Moby Dick, and Ralphie's just daydreaming about his Red Ryder BB gun.
Well, I've been on both sides of that equation for sure. And I think sometimes when we're really passionate about a project, it's easy to get lost in the details, overload everyone else.
Right. Exactly. So how do we avoid turning our updates into lectures on whale anatomy?
Well, the script did mention a few things.
Yes, chunking information, for one, makes it more digestible. Instead of a data dump, break it into smaller segments.
And visuals, right. A chart or diagram can be so much better than a wall of text. I'm a visual learner. An image sticks with me longer.
Absolutely, and don't forget the quieter team members. Checking in with them is crucial. Make sure everyone's following, more inclusive atmosphere. You might be surprised by the insights that come from those who take a moment to process.
You're so right. It's easy to let the vocal ones dominate. But often the best ideas come from those who observe and listen carefully.
And that goes back to that psychological safety again. Making everyone feel heard and valued creates the space for those brilliant ideas to surface.
So the script separates advice for hosts and contributors, right? But aren't those roles kind of 2 sides of the same coin?
Totally. The tips actually complement each other, like setting a clear agenda for hosts. It lets contributors prepare concise updates. Best use of everyone's time.
So if I'm clear on what needs covering, I can tailor my update to be informative and efficient.
Exactly. Benefits everyone. This reminds me of another point from the script. Be upfront about problems. BUT, come with solutions.
Oh, that's so powerful. Taking ownership, but showing initiative too. Proactive problem solving.
And deeper down, it empowers the team. It says, I trust you enough to work with me on this.
Not just pointing out problems, but finding solutions together.
Precisely. And that trust, that collaboration, essential for any team to thrive.
Now, switching gears a bit, the script mentions tools, right? To make updates smoother.
Yeah.
Project management software, communication tools, all that.
But let's take it further. Think about the tools you find helpful. Visual learner who loves a Kanban board. Or a well-organized spreadsheet person.
Yeah, finding what works for your team, your workflow. I'm a sucker for a good mind map. Helps me see the big picture.
And while we're on tools, beware of shiny object syndrome. Easy to get caught up in the hype of the newest software.
Oh, I've been there. So many apps, so little time. Sometimes the simplest solution is best, though, right?
Absolutely. A clear email, a quick chat might be enough. Knowing your team, their communication styles, that's key.
Striking that balance. Tech, without losing the human touch. But even with the best tools, things can get tricky in those meetings.
For sure, the script lists some common pitfalls. Information overload, disengagement, unclear communication. We've all been there.
Okay, confession time. I'm guilty of information overload sometimes. Especially when I'm passionate about a project. I get so lost in the details. Forget, not everyone needs that level.
We've all done it. Not everyone processes info the same way. What's clear to you could be overwhelming to someone else.
So how do we avoid drowning our team in data?
Well, remember those techniques. Chunking information, using visuals, checking in with the quieter folks helps prevent overload, making it digestible, relevant for everyone.
And setting a clear agenda. Right. If everyone knows what to expect, they come prepared to engage with those topics.
Exactly. And being mindful of your audience. What do they need to know to understand progress, contribute? Sometimes less is more.
And don't forget storytelling. An anecdote, a relatable example can bring things to life, more than just data can.
For sure. Stories create connections, make info memorable, and they can add humor, personality to the meeting.
Right. Don't want updates to be dry facts and figures.
Exactly. We want people involved, informed, and, dare I say, even a little entertained.
So we're wrapping up this deep dive into project updates. But I want you to imagine walking into that next meeting.
Yeah, this time, no knot of dread in your stomach. Instead, you're prepared, confident, maybe even, a little excited to share your progress.
That's the power of effective communication, right?
Yeah.
And it goes way beyond just these updates.
Absolutely. It's about transparency, trust, collaboration, qualities that benefit everything you do.
Work, life, the whole shebang.
Like leveling up your communication skills across the board.
And honestly, who wouldn't want that?
As we finish up, I want to leave you with something to think about. Think of all the project updates you've received. Good ones, not so good ones.
Yeah, which ones made you feel like part of a team? Like everyone was truly invested in the project succeeding?
It's those moments, I think, where there's honesty about the wins, the challenges, a shared sense of ownership.
It's going beyond just relaying information, creating a space for inspiration, motivation, connection.
That's the secret sauce, turning a good update into a great one.
So go forth and conquer those updates, listeners. And remember, we're always here, helping you navigate teamwork and communication.
Until next time, keep diving deep, keep those conversations flowing.